USCIS I-130 processing speeds up. What this means for families in 2025. Families across America have spent years waiting for a signature, a notice, a number, a chance. For parents, children, spouses, every month of delay has meant pain, silence, and separation. But here's the update you've been hoping for. In September 2025, the I-130 backlog is finally showing signs of movement. This isn't just another routine update. This is a breakthrough that could mean the difference between months and years of separation. In this video, we're breaking down the latest processing times for I-130 petitions, which family categories are moving faster, who's still stuck in the long game, and what you can do to get ahead. Let's get into it. Why the I-130 petition is so critical. The I-130 is the first door you knock on when trying to bring family to the U.S. legally. It's how you prove there's a real relationship between a U.S. citizen or green card holder and their loved one abroad. Without an approved I-130, there is no green card. There is no interview. There is no reunification. And when this petition stalls, so does your entire future as a family. Thousands of families have been living in this limbo for years. But now USCIS is finally making moves. Immediate relatives. Real movement is happening. Here's the good news. Immediate relatives of U.S. citizens, spouses, unmarried kids under 21, and parents are no longer waiting forever. Because there's no cap on these visas, once the I-130 is approved, things move. Latest processing times, September 2025. Cases filed abroad, now averaging 14.5 months, down from nearly 24 months in 2024. Cases filed inside the U.S., with I-485 just 8.2 months. That's fast. And for many, it means families can reunite within a year, not several. If you're a U.S. citizen applying for your spouse or child, this is the best timeline we've seen in recent memory. Parents of U.S. citizens, finally a break. Parents fall under the same immediate relative category. But the volume of applications has always made this a slower lane. Now, USCIS is reporting that parent petitions filed from abroad are moving at 14 to 15 months. Not perfect, but for elderly parents, this is huge. It could mean being there for graduations, births, weddings, or simply to hold their grandchild's hand for the first time. Every month matters. Preference categories, still a long road. Now, let's talk about the painful reality. If you're applying for adult sons or daughters, married children, siblings, you fall into the family preference system, which means you're facing visa caps and priority date delays. Here's where we stand. Adult kids of U.S. citizens, 7 to 10 years wait, depending on country. Married children about the same. Siblings, if you're from Mexico or the Philippines, the wait can stretch 20+ years. And this doesn't even count the 2 to 3 years it might take just to get the I-130 approved. USCIS often intentionally slows processing here because the visa won't be available for decades anyway. That's the cold truth. What about green card holders? If you're a green card holder, lawful permanent resident, you can petition for your spouse, your unmarried children under 21. This falls under the F2A category. Here's the September 2025 update. Processing time, around 35 months, just under 3 years. That's an improvement over 2023, but still a long road. And here's what many forget. Green card holders cannot petition for their parents. That's a privilege only U.S. citizens have. What slows down your I-130 case? Not all cases move at the same pace. Here's what affects processing speed. Service center location. Some USCIS offices are faster than others, pure luck. Surges in volume. If there's a wave of applications or a new policy change, everything slows down. Mistakes in paperwork, missing signatures, wrong documents, inconsistent information. Any of these can lead to an RFE, which can add months to your timeline. Visa bulletin delays. If you're in a preference category, your priority date controls everything. And those dates can freeze for years. Cost breakdown, September 2025. Let's talk numbers. Form I-130 fee, $675, no change yet. Adjustment of status, $1,440. Consular processing, $445. Biometrics, $85. A green card issuance, $220. And if you're hiring a lawyer, you could be looking at $2,000 to $5,000 plus in total costs. Immigration isn't just emotionally hard, it's financially draining. Strategy. What should you do now? If your case is in progress, or you're about to file, here's your move. 1. Track your USCIS service center. Know your processing time averages. 2. Triple-check your paperwork. Don't give them a reason to delay your case. One error could cost you 3 to 6 months. 3. If eligible, file concurrently. Spouses inside the U.S. can file I-130 plus I-485 together. That saves months. 4. Monitor the visa bulletin. If you're in a preference category, this is your lifeline. 5. Avoid unnecessary attorney delays. If you're using a lawyer, stay involved. Ask questions. Push for action. For separated families, this means something. This update isn't just about numbers. It's about families who've missed entire childhoods. Couples separated for anniversaries, holidays, and births. Children who've grown up seeing a parent only on a screen. This small movement from USCIS? It's hope. A hope that the system is shifting. Hope that your wait might finally shorten. Hope that change is possible, even if slow. So here's the bottom line. If you're a U.S. citizen applying for your spouse, child, or parent, there's a real chance your case will move faster in 2025. If you're in the preference backlog, the wait remains long, but progress is starting. For green card holders, it's still a multi-year journey, but the trend is improving. USCIS has a long way to go, but the gears are moving. And for families living in uncertainty, even a small change can mean everything. Stay prepared, stay informed, because things are finally changing. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for future updates. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.